Bifurcation. We handle a lot of bifurcations. First, let me define that. A bifurcation just simply means separating one thing from another. So what are we separating? We're bifurcating. It could be a couple of things, but usually it's bifurcating the dissolution of your marriage, the divorce part of it, from everything else, asset, debt, division, custody, and all those other terms that would go into a normal divorce. A normal divorce, all those are addressed in the settlement agreement. Everything is addressed. Custody, child support, spouse support, all of that is addressed. If you don't want to do that, you can bifurcate and say, hey, we don't want to address all that for one reason or another. Usually when that bifurcation is used is if you're going through a highly litigated divorce and maybe 3 years into the process, you're still going through litigation and court trials and all that. And you're like, you know what? I just want to be divorced and take that pressure off the table of that, just get the marriage dissolved. And you can, by agreement, bifurcate, and the judge will approve the divorce, and then all other issues are reserved for future determination. You can do that by agreement. You can also petition the court to bifurcate, but generally speaking, and I haven't been, I worked for the courts a long time ago. What I recall, and it may have changed, they weren't too keen on approving bifurcations when both parties did not agree to it, because it does take the pressure off resolving everything else. And they don't want that to linger. They just want to get everything finalized so they can close out your case. The bifurcations that I have been doing have not been for that purpose. They haven't been to, hey, we have a long case, we want to do the divorce. What I have been doing bifurcations on is where we have clients that file for legal separation and they get a judgment for legal separation, meaning they didn't file divorce, they filed legal separation because they didn't want to dissolve the marriage. They wanted to maybe leave that on the table, work it out, whatever. If in those cases, and I think we've done 6 or 7 this year where they did the legal separation, we finalized their case, 4, 5, 6, 7 months later, they called me back and said, Tim, now we want to do the divorce. Now we have to file a bifurcated judgment on the dissolution of the marriage. All that means is we're not relitigating the terms, the custody and all that. That's all part of the settlement agreement. And that brings me up with another topic, but we're just saying, hey, we're now separating the divorce from the legal separation. And so you still have to do that bifurcation